Okay, so here we got my 5 Series. This is an E61 chassis. Just after the series update, the LCR, which they did in 2007, so it's got the slightly uprated features that they brought in that refresh. Some great work in order. It's just been professionally valeted and cleaned. It does have some wear, as you'd expect for a car of this age. And as you can see on the dashboard, that's the current mileage. It's complaining the door's open, but got some other pictures with the door shut for you to see. Yeah, there are a few little marks on the seats, but really nothing that you wouldn't expect of a car of this age. You could possibly do with some rubber floor mats. These cream ones are quite hard to keep clean, but honestly I've managed it for the most part. So that's the driver's side. It's had a lot of mechanical work done to this car. All the things that generally go wrong with cars of this age have been done. The most notable one being the automatic gearbox has been completely refreshed by JC Automatics in Dartford, who are a ZF specialist. So they are accredited to refurbish automatics on this car. BMW tell you it's a sealed unit, but ZF, who make the gearbox, in fact tell you it should be serviced roughly every 40,000 miles, and of course no one ever does that, so they tend to burn out around about 150,000, depending on how hard they've been driven. So mine's been completely refurbished, so this one you've effectively got another 150 200,000 miles worth of driving from the auto box. Another very common issue that you get on cars of this age is the wiring in the tailgate. The wiring goes through here and here to power the rear window heater, and also the lights and so on and so forth. So the wiring that goes under these kind of covers here, they've all been completely replaced. In fact, if I zoom right in, you can actually see the flexible conduit that's been put in. Silicone wires have been put in there, and also the washer hose has been replaced as well, because the rear washers very rarely work on cars of this age as well. So the rear washer now works, the rear heater works. That's all been professionally done, again with silicone cables, which are known to have greater resistance to the stress that get put under when that boot's open and shut all the time. And of course the glass opens as well. Many people don't realise this when they buy the car, but you've got that as well. You can just open the glass, and that way you can get in some long items, bits of wood from B&Q, that sort of thing, without having to leave your whole boot open, which is what BMW intended when they designed it. So that works perfectly well too. Again, another common fault on these. The turbo under the hood, if I pop the bonnet, in fact, the turbo has been replaced, and the new one's done about 20,000 miles since it's been replaced. So again, you've got about 130,000 plus worth of miles on that turbo as well. The inlet manifold, again, that's another thing that goes. There are some flaps in the inlet manifold, which is just through here. You can't see it with the cover on there. If I just pull the cover off, be able to see. Just the acoustic cover there. Be able to see that the inlet manifold under here, which is here, that has some flaps inside it, which are called swirl flaps, which BMW they do tend to over-engineer everything. That's why they're such good quality cars. But the flaps do tend to become loose after a while. They've got plastic, or the original ones had plastic bearings, come loose, and then eventually the engine sucks them in and the whole engine's a write-off. So they were very loose in my old one, so I've replaced that. They've got brand new reinforced swirl flaps, which will never break in that way, or certainly not for much longer. Again, common fault, they tend to go after about 150,000 miles. With reinforced ones, I've no idea how much longer that will last, but it certainly will be a very long time as well. All of the injectors have been removed and professionally reconditioned and put back. So again, the injectors tend to build up a lot of carbon over time. That's all been sorted out. The power steering fluid has been professionally changed, so the steering's nice and light as well. So really everything that can go on this engine that typically does go on these cars has all been done. So you're buying yourself a fantastic car with lots and lots of miles left in it. Really nothing to worry about. It's also been serviced recently as well. So buy yourself a fantastic set of wheels, and it's great value for money. So yeah, let me know your thoughts.